Nice collaborative improvement here with Hamish. So previously on these bench ends, Hamish would have to actually weld inside it, so that's not particularly easy. So what we've done is we've added some notches into the front panel here. So you can see you've got like 15mm notches all around here, all around the top and the sides. It means that Hamish can weld it now without having to go inside the product. So saves him a lot of time and a lot of effort, and just a lot better. So nice work with you, Hamish. I have my stock Jake generator sheet and I couldn't find it earlier, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to my pinned document. So there we go, easy to find now. So with this nice new rack that Alex has put up, it's time to start doing the little label to go on. So I've made this little jig out of an old Timco box, and it just goes on there. I can put a little marker here to draw the next one, and then the label slots in there nicely. So there we go, it's all labelled up. It's very quick to do with that little template, and we've got 16 locations for our weld brackets now. I was looking for a way to quickly identify all the Bracket Factory products on Linwork, so what I've done is I've added a $ TBF $ at the end of all Bracket Factory products. That meant I'll be able to type it in the search bar up here, but to save even more time, I put a filter on. So the Bracket Factory filter on the inventory now it looks at anything that's got TBF at the end and puts it all in one place for me. A good improvement from Damien and Slavic here, so that Damien can hear the announcement come over the Alexa tannoy. It's got a subwoofer in here so we can make a lot more noise and Damien can hear it a lot better. So previously Damien used to keep all of his degreaser under here. No one really knew where it wasn't marked or anything, so we're going to improve that. Here's the after, a lot better position, a lot easier to get to, it's clearly marked what it is and everyone can use it. I made an improvement today where I put a piece of mirror on here just to see where things are printed out, but it still needed me to step back. I couldn't really see it well from where I was standing, so what I've done now is I've put a mirror just here. So just there I can see briefly when the paper comes out of the printer, so when there's noise going on around me I still see the prints come out.
Okay, so this rack that I've put up today is now going to be for our screws. So previously what would happen is when Mark runs out of screws over here, he'd walk all the way down, he'd come down here, he'd go right round to there, right down to the bottom, round and up, and that'd be outside powder coating. Now that's obviously a bit of a way to go, so what we thought we'd do is I put up a couple of new racks today. We've now put the screws this end, all the popular ones, so now when he needs to restock them he can literally come to here, and then when these start running low, it's also got a restock from Barn Marker on all of them. This will just save Mark quite a lot of time, quite a lot of steps. Thank you very much. At the moment these lights just kind of sit in the studio area. We're trying to push them to the side. It doesn't look very organised, very tidy, so I'm going to think of a new way. Cool, so what I've done now is I've taken these brackets from our tall wall section with 2 hooks, hung the lights themselves off of it with the cable on the other one, and it's got them there, and the handles, the tripods, sorry, are all down here now.
So with Jake's help, we've now got the made to order tracker on the big TV in the office. This makes it much easier for us to keep an eye on where things are, especially now that I'm chasing products around. At a glance, we can see whereabouts in the factory they are. So thank you, Jake, for making it happen.
As an addition to Sarah's improvement there, I've made a little guide here, so if I'm not here, we still know exactly how to get the made to order tracker on this big screen.
Cool, so I have this bit of metal in here which is for like demo bits and videos. I don't know if it's got some rivets in, but I can use it for grinding, welding, anything like that, just as a bit of disposable metal which we don't need to worry about having too much on. Because we haven't really got a home for it and it just kind of floats about and is normally in the videos, I've got Jake to make me this label which I can stick on it like that, so people now know what it is when it comes in and we can find a proper home for it.
Today's improvement is an improvement of process. This bracket is really easy, it takes one fold, and when you fold it, the press goes down, it delays, then rises up. I noticed that I would have another of these ready to bend while I was waiting for it to show to rise. Today's improvement comes from changing some of the calibration and the speed thanks to Stuart's help. We managed to knock about half a second off, and in total approximately 2 minutes instead of 2 seconds. We've saved 2 minutes of time every single time we fold a batch of these.
So just a very quick one. I like my tools to be nice and clean, and I noticed this was a little bit grubby. I didn't get the before, but I had no idea how grubby it was. Look at that, it looks brand new now. It's gorgeous. Lovely pair of scissors.
Great job, everyone. Thank you very much. Great job, everyone. Thank you very much.